Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We've created for you, especially here, the Manchester Square Theatre. The opening session. This evening, it's a very special pleasure to welcome Alina Shelban for a rehearsed reading performance of her play entitled Home. Home means all sorts of things to different people, conjures up images, but everybody has a home, I suppose, or do we? I think this is going to be an analysis of whether we do have a home. What sort of a home do we have? My father, who emigrated to the UK in 1940, he made homes all over the world because he had lost his original home, and I think a lot of us do that. Alina is going to give us her take on that. Alina is a Romanian of Roma origin who is a graduate of RADA, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts here in the UK, and also at the National University of Performing Arts, Bucharest, and the Tisch School of Arts in New York. So she has obviously made her theatrical home in a lot of different continents.
Yeah.
I mean,
like home.
we have a very important supporter and sponsor just arrived, Deli Twist, who will. You're happy to hear that he's arrived because that means we will get something to eat at the end of the performance. And we always appreciate his support. So Alina and her home project company will now give you Home.
Hello everybody. Welcome home. This is going to be your home for the evening. But my aim is to get help from you to make the actors and actresses feel like home. So I need some crowd participation. Can you do that?
Okay.
Yeah? So you clap. I play, you clap. Let's try. Okay, now let's see if we can do some singing, very simple, down to earth singing. Yeah? All you have to say is, oh, ah, oh, ah, yeah. That's horrible. This half are going to clap. When I tell you to clap, and this half are going to sing because I heard some good notes in there. Oh, ah, oh, ah, No, all you say is oh, ah, oh, ah. That's it. People in the back, please. Oh, ah, oh, ah. Now these people, my people, you're clapping and sit down like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Look, it's like this. What you eat comes back to your body, to the soil that you're made of. If somebody takes a sample from my body now, they will see that the food in my stomach is from here, but my being is from a different soil. What you eat comes back to your body. Do you get it? You don't.
I've got something to say. All right. Come on now. Can you feel me in? Can you feel me in? I was checking this girl next door when her parents went out. She called and said, hey boy, come on, ride around. I was like, no babe, I got too many problems. My favorite singer is Craig David. I like his music, the way he sings, his voice, and I wish I could be like him one day. When I came to this country, I saw him on TV, and the first song I remember from Craig David is, I give you my jacket, can you hold my jacket please? I think it's like that. Oh, by the way, I'm a singer-songwriter myself, and I made a song which is a really sad song. The song is about myself. I write songs because I have a lot of problems and I don't know what to do. No work, no friend, no family, nothing to do. I'm alone all the time. Me, I'm from a rich family. When I was young, I had a good life, a very good life. My father and uncle had a close business. We had a lot of houses, 3 big lorries, you know, a lorry, a very big car, and a boat. A lot of things. I have one brother and one sister. My big brother is 2 years older than me, and I love him. He used to help me with the fights. I used to get into a lot of trouble. A lot of things. Oh, we had bicycles and we went miles away. I couldn't cycle back. So I just put my bag down and my brother would beat me saying, hey, why are you doing this? Dad will ask, where is the bicycle? The bikes at home are very expensive. But I said, no, I can't cycle back. So he had to carry back 2 bags on his own. A lot of things. A lot of things. That was the life. I used to wonder why I saw boys my age with dirty clothes and bad shoes, but it's because they were very poor, and that's no good.
Gypsies are born slaves. The first recorded sale of Roma slaves was in 1385. I have to finish this before the others wake up. Any gypsy without an owner is the property of the prince. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and it's quiet now. I can study for my final high school exam. All I want is to study hard, do my best, so one day, one sweet day, I can call my mom. My mom's a cleaner, and say, Bre, trebuie să faci curățenie într-un apartament de urgență. Mom, you have to clean an apartment, and it's an emergency. And I will be there. I will open the door for her. And she will see me. And the whole family there. And I will tell her, Mom, this is your house, Mom. You can clean your own floors from now on.
Mama, don't importa, Mama. I will not go to church and I am not going to marriage. I have different beliefs from my parents. I cried the first 6 months. Every day when I was at work, but I am stubborn. I am big stubborn, and I am not going back until I try. I want to try all the flavors and keep only my favorite. No es mi mamá, no es mi papá, míos. I don't want to be like my mom. Yes, so what?
Family 47. Not because we're a family, but that's the number of the apartment. And this apartment is very, very nice. Since I was 11, I have been living in such nice conditions. I have electricity now, I have hot water, so I can have a bath every day. When I first saw the kitchen with all that blue and yellow, I said, oh my God, I have the IKEA kitchen! What? How did I end up here? We lost our house when I was 8, and me and my dad, and my mom, we have to move all the time with all our luggage in our hands. But it was okay because home was being with my mom and with my dad. In this other home, we live 8, maximum 9 kaminai, homies. We call them homies, all those who grew up in the system. No, not me. Anyways, the kids I live with, though, they are the worst in the system because they all grew up in the worst home for kids. And they all do this. The food. I love it and I hate it depending on the day. We have 3 moms taking shifts. No, of course I don't call them a mom, I have a mom.
Come and eat.
Don't want to. We always have peas on Wednesdays. And we have a cleaning schedule, and every day we all have different areas to clean. My dad, may he rest in peace, he never asked me to clean. He always said to me, I want you to become a journalist that speaks a lot of foreign languages and has always a pen in her hands and looks smart. I hate doorbells. It's the weekly inspection.
What's this tab?
Sorry, it just fell on the floor.
You know this is not your...
My home, I know.
If you want your freedom to do whatever you want, sign these papers.
It will not happen again. Actually, what I wanted to say to her is that I know this is not my home. This is just a house for kids, but no one's home. All I wanted was electricity and hot water so I can go to uni. But I didn't know I was selling my soul for hot water.
Vacation! 3 quid! Vacation! Vacation, sir, 3 quid! Vacation! Vacation?
Oh my God! I got into uni! I'm going to London to study!
11th of June of 2010. I was 19, I come here with a friend. She got a month ago. She hates the restrictions. She can't stay to clean another house. She have a degree in banking and finance. And she say that. I have a degree in counting money, not cleaning toilets. You love it and you hate it. I hate the weather. But I have an umbrella and hundreds of scarves. There are many restrictions, but I love the opportunity to develop. To develop in everything you want. You can change your mind every day and find other opportunities. Here, I am who I am. Choose. No. Choose choice. Choose your own choices. I will be honest, I came here to try. I wanted to be with my friend. We end up in a farm, we had to pick fast, rápido. Everyone is sweating. And I tell them all the time, hey guys, enjoy the sun. We left the strawberry fields and come to London. I hate strawberries forever. And I say, it would be nice to see the great city, no? So we stay. We have £250, but we spend on college course, so we get the visa. We get the job in the hotel, cleaning rooms, changing linens. I hate hotels. It was really funny at the beginning because they say, do you have any experience in the room of, do you have any experience in the field of hospitality? The field of hospitality. Yes, I am very hospitable. Mi casa es tu casa. 12 rooms to clean every day, and I've never done this in my life. Cleaning, changing linens, so many rooms and so many of them, so disgusting, yes, very disgusting.
We humans are like trees. Our roots are deep in the soil of our home, but the branches are flowing out everywhere. What tree I am? I consider myself to be a date tree. No, not a dead one, dead tree, D-A-T-E, because it's very useful. You can benefit from everything from this tree. Living home for me is like a branch that was cut from the main tree. When I wash my face, I see my mom's face and my dad's face, my roots. Someone went back home and asked me what should they bring me. You know what I said? Some soil. I have been here for 12 years, so I consider myself a Londoner. No, I'm not British, but yes, I am a Londoner.
Excuse me.
Yes, I'm here, yes.
The station is down. That's right. At the airport, you need someone who's language.
Are you alright?
Yes, but actually,
In my first months in London, I didn't have anyone to
speak to or
even argue with. So I ate a lot of
chocolate croissants.
cream custard.
Digestives.
Oh my god, I'm studying journalism in London. Can you believe it? And I have my own room for the first time in my life. I will work hard because hard work pays off.
Cockfosters.
Mi casa es tu casa. 12 rooms to clean every day, and I never done this in my life. To be invisible, so invisible, I have to be. I go in the room and change everything. Even if I just touched it, you have to change it or put another new one. If you see drops in the mirror, everything should be shiny from far away and smell really nice from far away. And they don't really have to see you. You should be invisible. Please do not disturb. These people, they are so rich, they never have to make their bed. Sometimes when they yell at me for not putting their slippers down how perfect they like, I think, is this important in your life? The hotels are so posh. I see half of Hollywood. I'm walking in the corridor and I see a man passing with two girls. He could be her father. I say in my best English, "Good afternoon, sir." And he says like this. 2 minutes after, I realize it is Anthony Hopkins. The hotel staff don't speak not a word of English. I go to college and it is not just for visa. I learn English and I translate to all of them. You speak so good English. Thank you, darling. If I stop working, I might feel how lonely I am.
No, I can't tell you about my job back home or my past. It's too painful. Home? Home for me is eating melon and sugar cane on a roof. Why can't I go home? I want to go home, but the situation there is difficult. Do you know I'm a mind traveler? I can travel anywhere in the world without a visa because I can read a book. I love books. When I came here for the first time, I borrowed a book. I asked, is this all I have to do? That's it? Is that enough? Apparently here, to borrow a book, it's a human right. Back home, it's a luxury. You have to complete a form this big, and two official civil servants have to guarantee for you. If you lose the book, 10 times the price of that book is cut from their salaries. But people are still queuing up for books because books are the root of all knowledge and all freedom. Do you know what my favorite place in London is? It's a place where I go and make myself laugh, and others people laugh at me too. It's called the Speaker's Corner. Speaker's Corner, Marble Arch, Hyde Park. Don't worry, I'll take you there one day. The good thing about that is that you can say or attack whatever you want, but in one condition. You have to stay on a ladder or a rock, because if you're not on the ground, you are not under the Queen's law. Citizens of the world, unite! You have nothing to lose but your chains! If you stand on the ground, you might be arrested. And do you know another interesting thing about London? You can take a sheep, a lamb, or a duck and cross London Bridge with it, on foot, in the middle of the night. I'm serious, that's the law, it's the Queen's law.
Vacation? Science quid, love, come on. Vacation? Vacation?
I graduated, Mom! Can you believe it? I got the prize for the best student here!
Hello?
Mom! Mate, I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, you've grown so big.
You sent me peanut butter? We have peanut butter in UK too.
Put your camera on, I want to see. Can you see me?
No, listen to me, this can work out. Oh, I feel you cut me in half when I talk to you. I miss you too, okay? But I don't have money to come now. We see each other after New Year's Eve.
Oui, moi aussi, je t'aime. Oui, je t'aime. Oui, moi aussi. Mam, ah oui.
Thank you for calling the Rich UKBA home office. One of our operators will be with you shortly.
Press 1 if you think you're eligible for rights.
Press 2 if you want a job.
Press 3 if you wanna laugh.
Press 4 if none of the options apply.
Please hold the line. One of our operators will be with you shortly.
We'll put you to all available. Please hold the line. We'll put you to the next available.
This line is disconnected from the 6th of July onwards. Thank you for calling.
Today should have been my brother's birthday. It was in the morning. Me and my brother were in bed, and my father was praying. You know, Muslim people have to pray in the morning at 6 o'clock, and we didn't like it to get up at 6 o'clock. No, we hated it. But we had to get up because we were scared of Father. He woke us up and said, listen, get up, you have to pray. It was like that every morning. This morning, Father was outside praying when there was a knock on the door. 7 men with guns lined us up and shot 3 of us, my father, my brother, and me. We were near the wall, and the bullets hit the wall and came back everywhere, here, and here on my legs. He took us in his car. We gave him our house and all the money. When we got to the border, he said to my mom, hey, I can only take one of you, so it's up to you if you send your daughter or your son. It's up to you. My mom said she doesn't have no choice. If I go back, I will get killed again. They don't kill women. They rape them, but they don't kill them. My mom said, okay, my son must go. Me and my daughter, we don't have a choice. We try somewhere, somehow to live. He said, okay. So I got to London.
I didn't received a letter from Her Majesty Escort that I owe £275 because I am watching TV. But I don't have a TV. I don't even have time to do my eyebrows, but I am watching TV. I had to pay the court because if not, they will come and take my stuff. They will take my mini laptop. And if they take it, I have nothing. So I paid £275 to Her Majesty. Bless you.
Shame. There are things, institutions that can change people's opinion on the UK. In January 2013, I went to the embassy to protest. Do you know what this is? What is it? A courgette. You call it a courgette here. Americans call it a zucchini. We call it kosa. For us, it's a symbol of corruption and nepotism. That's what it is in our country. So I threw it at the embassy, and I hit the policeman. Later on, I thought, that was wrong. He could have lost an eye. I was detained, and they said I'm an illegal immigrant after 12 years in London. One thing I wish it could happen in the detainee center, which is like a prison, is to have a camera there. Because there are many things kept in the dark. I saw with my own eyes terrible things happening. There are people who shouldn't be there at all. I met a man, his mom is a British passport holder. His brother is a British passport holder. He applied for a passport and he got detained. They called him an illegal immigrant. He said, come on man, how can you say this is not my home? I grew up here 17 years. I have a job, I have a national insurance number, I work for British Telecom. They detained him for 3 months. I wrote an application to be released. I was in hunger strike. I was waiting for my results of my application. I didn't get an answer in time, so they were deporting me. I was now in the van to be deported. 3 guards and 1 driver were taking me from the detention center to the airport. I was in the van and I asked God for help. And when I finished asking God for help, the leader of the crew told something to the driver, and the driver looked at me and smiled, and he said, we're going back to the detention center. Your deportation was cancelled. And I thought I should be happy. But I was so angry at him. I was angry at his smile. I look at them and I wanted to tell them, look, not everybody in London wants to stay here forever. And I'm one of them. That was one of the most stressful things that happened to me here.
Home. Where do I feel like home? That's a difficult question. So many times I look at my suitcase and I want to say I quit. But I will show you where I feel like home in London. I know it's so difficult when saying that I go home, but where if I still don't have a place to call my own yet? But you will see where I feel like home in London.
Okay, my people.
I don't have the money to pay the class. I still don't have a work permit.
It's okay, my sister. You know what? Imagine this. This is the home office. Kick here.
The
Queen, I'm glad you have the opportunity to meet me. You should, because I'm special. I fought a lot, but a lot, and I fought all the odds. Oh, sorry. You're wondering why am I writing to you? I'm writing to ask you, what is my fault? And what can I do to make it better? No. Actually, I know the answer to this question. Yes. My nationality! That's my fault. Really, I want to pay your taxes, Queen. Why do you make that so hard to do? I'm dreaming of having a national insurance number. I'm dreaming of having more points on my application so I can apply for a life here. Oh! Hey, Queenie! You are on those coins. Do you know I worked 1 hour for 3 coins with your face on? Believe me, it was nothing royal in that. The food I was serving was more expensive than I was being paid. Yes, maybe I misunderstood what everybody told me. Go to school if you don't want to end up like your parents. I did that. I chose education. So please, Queen, take my prize for the best student here. It doesn't feed me. I need to eat. And I don't want to say yes to the sleazy older man because he finds me exotic and poor. No, really, points for life? This must be a bad joke. You need 75 points to get a work permit.
I've got a work permit. I'm a highly skilled migrant.
I get 20 points for my age. I'm sorry for you elder people there, but I made it.
Amen! 30 points.
60 and up! 50 points!
MBA, 75 points.
Why is it so important where I'm from?
I'm a person. I want to be treated like a person.
I am alone in a foreign country where I am restricted.
Why do I feel I have to carry my country everywhere? And just a minor detail, Queen. Home office? Whose home? Home is such a friendly word. Doesn't fit with stress, tears, and absurd situations. Office of restrictions. Much better.
I meet an Indian man, really educated. He don't have an accent. He speaks so good English, like an American. And when I say, "Good afternoon, sir," he sees me. His face was like, when I tell him where I'm from. "Your government does great job to erase polio," he says. He tells me that learning English is most important. I sit down and I start crying. I tell him about my parents. I miss them, but here I can be not them. I want to be me and have my own home. This is the best experience. How a complete stranger cared about my pain. He let me cry and he listened. I think I just need someone to ask, "How are you?" you know? Then he says, "Now stop crying and go to college. You can be whatever you want to be and do great things."
I got my work permit. No, I don't want to celebrate this. Don't you get it? I fought so much so I can be permitted to be your equal. No, don't you get it? We get different lives, different opportunities, just depending on where we're born.
I don't have the right to anything. I understand that resident people who are born in this country, that they have a lot of rights, a lot of facility which we don't have. I appreciate that, but at least we have to get something because we are human beings too. Some people spend £300 in a weekend.
Me? I'm homeless. Always here on South Bank. I love it here. All the skaters and the artists. It's great, isn't it? Me, I love London. I've even got a t-shirt to print. No, not today. But I love it. All the different people and the different stories they tell me, the places they've been. I tell you, it's almost like I've been there myself. Multicultural. That's the word.
I don't go for the color, the religion, or whatever it is. I don't care where the person is from. I don't care. If you are a nice person, I want to talk to you. Some people say England is racist or something like that. I've been here 11 years and I've never met any racist people. Not here. Back home, color, same language, and they were racist against me. That's the real racist.
So like a few months ago, a man was cycling home and he's thinking, what an amazing city London is. And he stops just outside St Paul's to take some photos. Oh, the fog was making everything look magical. Tip top, you know. He's a good looking fella. Got a beard. Oh, I love me a man with a beard, me. Anyway, he's on his way home and he stops just outside the Bank of England in front of the traffic lights. There's these two other guys too. Fat one, skinny one, both suited and booted. And, what are you stopping here for? It's a red light, mate. Don't call me mate, you fucking packy! Bite man. He's shocked. The skinny one, he pipes up, fucking Muslim queer, go on, gay boy! What? You're kidding, right? So, I'm Muslim as well as a packy and I'm gay. Anything else you want to add to the list? Yeah. Fuck off to your own country. What? I'm not even British now. I'll have you know that I'm from Barnet. I have a girlfriend and just for the record I'm Jewish. Fatty pipes up. Tomato, tomato. It's all the same thing, isn't it? Now, fuck off! He kicks the bike and it crashes to the floor. There's a group of us now, just watching. A Nigerian bouncer from the bar across the road, I shout him, "Oi, coming out!" And he comes over, disperses the crowd. Everybody go home! Bite man, he's not having any of it. Me go home. They should go home. What is their problem? Arsenal lost to Shakhtar. Shakhtar? Shakhtar? That's Ukraine. That's nowhere near Pakistan. Fatty. He didn't like that one little bit. His eyes, they've gone like an animal's. And I'm telling you, if me and the bouncer weren't there, he'd have killed him. Skinny, he pipes up. Fuck the packy, it's not worth it. Let's go home, Dad. And they leave. Bouncer disperses the crowd. Everybody go home. Then he walks up to the bike man. Thanks. Me? Oh, I've been in loads of jobs, me. Loads. I was even squatting for a bit in Vauxhall on a pile of bricks. But now I'm in a hostel. I've got this work, I've got my letter, I'll buy for 120 and I sell for £3. Mind you, I've still got to be careful. My mate Jimmy got fired the other day for spitting. I know. Spitting, I tell ya. Next there'll be fire enough for farting.
Sorry, Leicester Station, Leicester Square?
Leicester Square? Oh, it's left, then right. Where are you from? He was a bit of alright, wasn't he? tell you what, when I get married, I am having an Indian wedding, full of colour and vibrance. Not like our English ones, always bloody white, aren't they? Mind you, I've got to find myself the right bloke first. Don't want them marrying me for my money.
I've been in this country for 11 years. I feel this is my home now. I still don't have no money, but let's say if I sleep in a train or on the underground or at the back of a bus, nobody will come and do anything to me. I feel safe. If I have problems, I call the police. London police are more friendly because in Newcastle, they don't understand you, you don't understand me. I can't get anything, no money, I don't have the right to work, but at least I'm safe. Any problem, English police come straight away. I didn't come here for money. I came here for peace.
Get a real job, they say. Some days you just want to die. But you grow thick-skinned, you have to. The worst is when they pass you by, like you're not even there. But me, I'm never rude. Are you passing again? I'm here every day. Look at you!
Do I miss home? Of course I do. Being here, it is still me, but I feel I leave a little part of me behind. Before I was never lonely and always relaxed. Here I sometimes feel like, what do you call that insect? Very, very small, two big balls and they work a lot? Ant?
Home. I think it's where I don't have to prove I'm worth it.
Home, I think, is where your heart is, and your heart is always your home. If you have a bad experience at home, and you find another place you like, that can be your home.
It's in the nature of human beings, birds, animals, to go back to their place. It is that love for human beings, for the place you were born on. Someone once said to me that to love is something and to be loved is another thing. To love and be loved is everything. So somebody cares for you and you care for them. It's as simple as that. You might not be eating too much. You might not have luxurious lives, things. That's material life. That's not for me. I'm not material. Feeling is more important than that, isn't it? Yep. And I had this feeling in London. Love makes life less tough, doesn't it?
Dari and Alina Sherban. Break, 2 minutes, and then we'll have a Q&A with the artists. And basically, Q&A means that if you have questions, now's the time for you to ask them. I wanted to start a conversation with Alina and ask her about her career, her personal stories, but maybe it's better if you start the discussion and then they will just continue in the direction that you want.
And if you don't have questions, it's okay.
And afterwards we'll have some wine and some pretzels though.
Well, I kind of have a suggestion for anyone with political power. Pass a law
In
so
2
that-
minutes?
Yeah.